Coach,
Mic check, mic check, mic check,
Mic check, mic check.
mic
mic
check, mic
check,
check,
courtside,
mic check.
Alright.
courtside.
Parang
Check.
mahina pa isa. It's now a 4-point play opportunity for Batangas. That ball up, the Balti Baltazar for the first down of the ball game.
One hand para dito kay Baltazar, and that gets the crowd all riled up here.
New stories, new faces, new goals. That is one of the things that we can uncover dito sa ating panibagong season ng ating MPBL. But first, the curtain raiser to that here as we hold the 2024 MPBL Preseason Invitational here at the Lagao Gym in General Santos City. Happy Kalilangan Festival to everybody here at the Tuna Capital. RJ Ramirez, a new face here for Batangas Tanduay Athletics. He will be coming on to play for Coach Cholo Villanueva at itong South Cotabato Warriors, carrying a bigger name right now as they were formerly the Gensan Warriors last year. They will be facing off in the second game of our triple header on day one of our 2024 MPBL Preseason Invitational. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Palanya here, joined by Coach Louis Gonzalez. Coach, South Cotabato versus Batangas, two of the strongest teams that we've had here historically. They have rejigged rosters, some key names coming into play para sa kanila. What are you excited to see from both squads?
You know, Javi, what makes me more excited about this game is knowing both coaches, Coach Cholo Villanueva and Elvis Tolentino, play similarly
can giving premium on the defensive end.
That's correct. Both of these teams having similar play styles, as you mentioned, Coach. The third member of our broadcast panel is Miss Andrea Indicio. We'll be hearing from her later on. Ngayon naman, let's go dive into our pre-game discussion. Let's talk about the participating teams that we have here dito sa ating 2024 edition of our preseason invitational.
Oo, itong preseason games na, itong preseason tournament natin is joined by 8 teams that they divided into Group A and Group B. Group A is being composed by South Cotabato, Batangas, Manila, and Bataan. Then Group B, ito namang Team Bulalakaw, Quezon City, Pampanga, and Valenzuela.
It's the first time we're having the defending champions here sa ating preseason invitational. No Nueva Ecija, no Zamboanga. Ang ating tournament forward, it's pretty straightforward, Coach Louie.
Oo, single round robin for each group, 3 games per team. Then top 2 teams will advance to the knockout phase. Then winners of that knockout phase will play a 1-game championship final.
Kaya naman, each game is very important, especially here in the elimination stage para sa 8 koponan na magpa-participate dito sa ating preseason invitational. Let's talk about the South Cotabato Warriors. This squad still having the same core but a new name in Valacuña coming into play para sa kanila, plus new guns like Marvin Jonicio and Kyle Tolentino.
Oo, alam mo yun, daw nawala na si Kit Jimenez, pero yung mga na-insert ng mga bagong players nila, alam mo yun, add up length and flexibility para kay Coach Elvis Tolentino.
And talk about more height as well in the front line by having Jammer Hamito into the mix para sa South Cotabato Warriors. Tawid naman tayo sa panig nila Coach Cholo Villanueva, the Batangas City Embassy last year, now known as Batangas Tanduay Athletics. RJ Ramirez, nasabi na nga natin earlier at the top of our coverage, a new guy para sa kanila, but they also have former UE Red Warrior Abdul Sawat.
Oh, which both fits the style of play of Coach Cholo Villanueva. It's just a matter of how they're gonna blend in at maging maganda yung chemistry nila working along dun sa mga holdovers ni Coach Cholo Villanueva.
So what else are we waiting for, mga kaliga? Umpisahan na natin ang laro na to. Game 2 of your 2024 MPBL Preseason Invitational. Let's turn you over to Miguel Pereira.
For the continuation of the 2024 BATANGAS MPBL Preseason Invitational. It's South Cotabato versus Batangas for our second game. Time to meet our starters. First, for the South Cotabato Warriors. Starting at forward number 12, Marvin Jonicio. Also at forward number 1, Jammer Hamito. The other forward number 40, Felix Aprecu. At guard number 11, John Wilson. And the other guard number 9, the Ant-Man, Mark Cruz. The South Cotabato Warriors is led by Boying Diloy. And now, let's meet the starting 5 for Batangas City Tanduay Athletics. Starting at guard number 31, MJ De La Virgen. Also at guard number 45, Jong Baloria. Starting at center, number 24, Mark Cruz. At forward, number 27, King Importante. And the other forward, number 22, the Sniper Team Mexico, Levi Hernandez. Head coach for Batangas City Tanduay Athletics is Cholo Villanueva. Referees for this ball game are Crew Chief Alan Manzano, Umpire 1 Jay Castroverde, and Umpire 2 Ferdinand Incerto. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the games and amusement.
Primary protagonists for the South Cotabato Warriors, Mark Cruz, John Wilson, Jammer Hamito, Felix Aprecu, and new guy Marvin Jonicio para sa koponan ni Coach Elvis Tolentino, who actually is not here in attendance. So Coach Boying Diloy will be taking over head coaching duty. Sa kabila naman, MJ De La Virgen and Jong Baloria together with Mark Cruz, King Importante, and Levi Hernandez.
Looking at the starters nitong Tanduay Athletics, parang nasa regular season na agad tayo, Javi. So let's see, itong mga Jensen Warriors, again, representing a bigger city right now. So, this is gonna be exciting.
Opening tip goes to the South Cotabato Warriors. Jammer Hamito trusted to the starting lineup right away, and they give it to John Wilson, their top gun from last year. one of the top scorers in the league.
And you know, John, okay, knowing this guy, how competitive this guy is, he will be on a mission okay, coming this season.
Importante, looking for Levy Hernandez, hand in the face. That's too strong. Offensive rebound tracked down by Mark Cruz. MJ De La Virgen is starting here in this ballgame, coach, as John Valoria hits it from the outside to put Batangas City on the board. MJ De La Virgen usually he comes off the bench para kay Coach Cholo Villanueva.
Oh, same with Jong Valoria na madalas talaga nandun nagsisimula and because we know that CJ Isit is the one starting. Pero I think with the insertion of RJ Ramirez, it gives luxury to Coach Cholo Villanueva because meron na naman siyang isang combo guard eh.
Importante, gets it back to Jong Valoria, working against the pesky defense of the Ant-Man. Mark Cruz, importante, short stab. Also short, Cruz airballs that hook shot. 3-2 is the score. Cruz making his way past the defense. Wilson, down low to Jammer. Hamito, the fall-away jumper. He's 0 out of 3 to start this game.
And you know, talking about Mark Cruz, Mark Cruz ng Tanduay Athletics, because we have two Mark Cruz playing right now. The forward Mark Cruz. So tingin ko for this season, he needs to concentrate more on scoring. Kasi, alam mo yun, the whole time he was playing for the team of Coach Cholo Villanueva, parang support staff lang siya. Pero right now, I think he really needs to score.
Right on cue right there. Getting a good pass from MJ De La Virgen. That's 2 points on the board para kay Mark Cruz. Puts Batangas up by 3.
Yeah, same play.
Wilson did not even put the ball down anymore. Back irons that three-pointer. The offensive rebound to Jammer Hamito. Jonicio from the outside. That's off to the left. Look at who chases that basketball. Felix Apreco keeping the ball alive for South Cotabato.
Again, this is what I miss dito sa MPBL. Alam mo yun, yung mga bodies down sa floor.
Particularly these crop of players playing for these kinds of coaches, you could really expect them to leave everything on the floor because that is what Coach Cholo Villanueva and Coach Elvis Tolentino demand of their players.
Oo, ayun yung ganung kataas yung level ng competition ng both organizations. Again, both has winning culture, both okay, for the past 3 seasons, okay, kasama natin sa playoffs eh. Especially these two. Both teams are both semi-finalists.
MJ De La Virgen and Mark Cruz working some beautiful music together to begin this ball game. That's another bucket on the board para kay Mark Cruz. They blitz Wilson. Hamito, hard sidestep to the left. Could not make the basket. Another offensive rebound for Aprecu. Almost a 3-second violation, but still 2 points para kay Felix Aprecu.
Master of the board, palagi.
Oh, long three-pointer right there by De La Virgen. That's short. The Warriors are looking to run. A screen given up by Aprecu. Mark Cruz. If the Mark Cruz on Batangas would want to focus on scoring, that's something that Mark Cruz, the Ant-Man, has been doing his whole career.
Oh, that's a finals MVP. NCAA finals MVP. Alam mo yon, scoring champion.
It definitely is in his DNA. Talking about Mark Cruz, you're very familiar with him, Coach. You worked with him before when you were with Litran. And you know, watching his brother before, Marvin Cruz, also a bona fide scorer at the point guard position.
Oo. And you know, okay, with Mark Cruz, he was, nahanap niya na yung bahay niya with the Jensen Warriors eh.
Formerly playing for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, and tama ka nga dun, Coach, it really seems that he has found a home here with this franchise, just like Felix Apreco, who has called this franchise his home for so many years now.
Yeah, and you talk about connection. Remember that both of them, itong si Felix Apreco and Mark Cruz, were part of that team na nahawakan namin.
There really seems to be something with that Letan program that produces a lot of great players who appear to be successful in their professional careers, just like those two on your screen.
Again, I think because the culture is there already, and the culture, alam mo yung nagpo-produce na lang ng mga players. Basta na-establish mo yung ganong kultura, automatic na lang yan. Year in, year out, may lalabas talaga.
That long history of winning para sa Letran. Amito could not hit. Look at Marvin Janicio. Well, if we've been talking about Letran, talk about the culture that is in JRU. Siyempre, ang galing kasi ng head coach dun eh.
Hindi. You know, that way, I give credit to Felix Africo for attracting 3 guys to box him out that leave Marvin Janicio open for that offensive rebound and putback.
Marvin Janicio last year playing for the Marikina Shoemasters under Coach Elvis Tolentino, who now assumes the throne para dito sa South Cotabato Warriors. Marvin averaged almost 13 points per ball game last year on 43% shooting. How efficient was that coming from a guy who shot a lot of attempts?
And sayang nga wala si Coach Elvis dito, hindi pa natin makakausap Javi na I think this is if every year in year out, ayun nga, 'di ba? Iba-iba eh. Okay, 2 years ago, the entire season he was playing 2-3 zone. Last year the entire season is playing full court because he knows that he lacks talent. But right now, napunta naman siya sa stack team. So, let's see kung ano yung magiging adjustment niya uli. And again, the opportunity to grow as a coach, ayun yung maganda sa kanya. Kasi maganda kay Coach Elvis, hindi naman din tumigil na mag-aral at i-improve yung sarili niya.
Especially, it's in his blood to be able to become the best head coach that he could possibly be. All earlier you saw on your screens, interim head coach, at least for this tournament, Coach Boying Diloy, of course, being backstopped by Coach Noy Pido para dito sa South Cotabato Warriors. Batangas City, this is what they're known for. Their running game, they will push in transition every opportunity they get. Coach Boying Diloy, a member of the CSB Blazers in the early 2000s. I've had the opportunity of actually playing under him, and he's very disciplined head coach, but also likes to give a lot of liberty to his players. As we now turn you over to Miss Andrea Endicio for her first report.
Kagaya nga ng sinabi ninyo kanina, the Warriors have a few new pieces like Acuña, Hamito, Jonicio, and Tolentino. If you're wondering why they took in these boys, Coach Boying Deloy said kumuha daw sila ng kung anong kulang sa kanila last season, which are the ones who can play multiple positions and are two-way players. Upon consulting him, better chemistry ang goal nila for the preseason. Nagtataka siguro kayo bakit gelling pa rin even if their core players are the same. Ang sagot ni Coach, the new additions are possible core players of the Warriors in the long run. Although Acuña and Jerby Cruz won't be playing today because they're both suffering from a hamstring injury. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much for that information, Andrea. And you're right. I mean, these players who have been added to this roster, namely Marvin Jonicio and Kyle Tolentino, these are guys who could possibly be not just future players, but the faces of this franchise.
Totoo yan. And again, ako gusto ko rin yung naging galaw ni Coach Elvis Tolentino putting si Diloy na assistant coach niya. Kasi during their time in college, they play, pag gusto ni coach ng mabilis na laro, ni Coach Dong, si Coach Elvis ang point guard. Pag gusto naman ni Coach Dong Vergero before na mabagal ang laro at puro execution, ito naman ang point guard.
Ice and fire, I must say.
And for an organization na mas mag-work, kailangan talaga merong balance.
But one thing really is the same between them, and that is their love for the defensive side of the floor as John Baloria scores on another three-point shot. 13-12 is the count right now. Just a one-point lead here for the Warriors. Cruz uncorks once again. That's off the shot clock. RJ Ramirez has made his first appearance here for Batangas City along with Ced Blaza. Go ahead, Coach.
So nakita mo, no? Medyo napag-aralan na agad ni Coach Shola and his coaching staff kung paano yung pwedeng maging substitution pattern nila. Who's gonna be best with who? Because again, that is important. And who's gonna be best with who? Okay, these two guys. Ito si Ced Ablasa and Jex Apinan. Well, always the best with playing together.
They've been playing together for so long now on different squads. I just can't forget the last time they played without each other at their sides. Batangas City forces a miss. Valoria goes down low to Jexter Apinan. He pulls out. Good transition defense for the South Cotabato Warriors. New colors here for Batangas City. Last year they were in black and blue. This year they go for the gray and white. RJ Ramirez could not get his first bucket as a member of Batangas City just yet. Wilson from the outside, that's short. Rebound taken by Seda Blaza.
Oo. So anytime soon now, itong si Nico Olorde, papasok na yan. Alam naman natin kasi na talagang silang dalawa ni Mark Cruz ang nagpapalitan and later on, si Enzo Hoson.
This seems to be the trend here this evening, at least for day one. The top scorers of the league off to a good start. Earlier in game one, ito si Ves Sazon. In this game, it's Jong Valoria.
Oo. Pero that guy,
Kyle Tolentino announcing his entry here to the South Cotabato franchise. That's his first bucket as a member of this Warrior squad. Valoria, the pocket pass to Jexter Apinan. The stretch, no score, but there will be 2 free throws given here to Jexter Apinan.
yeah, because that will always cause you problem. Itong 2-man game ni Apinan, kung sinong guard yung naglalaro, kasi itong si Sed Ablasa will always be a floor spacer.
Kyle Tolentino, top of the circle, 3-pointer. Quite a bit late of a closeout right there coming from Seda Blaza.
Oo, and with Kyle, talagang he's not gonna think twice. Alam mo yun, playing along for the longest time, playing for his dad, talagang pag may 2 spaces away, talagang automatic yan.
Actually, I just wonder how it feels like to play under your dad, the amount of pressure that you go through every day in practice. But it also has its pros.
Kasi you need to, yung responsibility, laging doble yan, laging doble. Ako, ganun yung the whole time, nandun ako sa sitwasyon na yon. Talagang, parang hindi pa pwedeng na medyo meron kang araw na mababa eh.
Tolentino overshoots the mark on that 3-point try. The offensive rebound belonging to South Cotabato. And look at John Wilson barreling his way inside. Second bucket of the game para kay John Wilson.
Nasa preseason pa lang ba tayo, Javi?
Honestly, it definitely feels like regular season vibes here with the way the teams are competing, especially in this game.
Oo. Wala kang maramdaman na rustiness and even how the coaches shuffles their players. Parang matagal na lang ginagawa eh.
And you see the atmosphere on both benches right now. They're really serious and intense.
And sa akin, ito manifestation to ng level ng ating laro na, alam mo, year in, year out, pataas ng pataas lang.
Enzo Hoson has made his way onto the playing floor here for Coach Boying Diloy. They swing the ball to Nico Elorde.
Again, corner to corner passing.
Tolentino, the kick out. Pajarito, he can hit that, and why not?
If I'm gonna count it all, around 9 to 10 passes.
That's been a trademark of any Coach Elvis Tolentino coached squad. He wants that ball moving around before they get the shot off.
Oo. And siguro if there's a guy that's been really happy working again with Coach Elvis Tolentino, is this guy wearing number 15, Enzo Hoson, that almost averaged a triple-double when he was still playing with Marikina.
Enzo Hoson was the #1 leading scorer in his time with the Shoemasters when he was playing under Coach Elvis Tolentino.
Oo, siguro pati passer rin eh.
So here he is with the basketball against Don Ochea. They go to Nico Elorde. Shot clock reading 6.
That's a foul. That's illegal screen.
Pretty solid big set there by Christian Pajarito. He decked RJ Ramirez. That's number 2 against Pajarito. Could prompt a substitution, but nobody rising from that bench just yet. I'm seeing Coach Boying Diloy going to the end of that. I think Jammer will be going back anytime soon. Ramirez and Elorde. This is quite a matchup as well.
Yeah, this has been a quick and, and quality first quarter, Javi.
Last shot time here for Batangas City. Ochea bottled up.
Yeah, all ball there.
Scramble for the basketball. It ends up with Christian Fajarito, but looks like a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow pointing the side of South Cotabato. 3.8 seconds ang nalalabi dito sa ating first quarter. Still ample time for a decent shot here if the Warriors will make the right decisions.
So okay, this has been planned. Okay, you need to set something up okay sa ganitong klaseng sitwasyon.
That ball was tapped. Ochea, he still can get it. Ablaza to beat the buzzer. I don't think it might have counted even if it went in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end, the first quarter of action here between South Cotabato and Batangas City. Your thoughts on that first quarter, Coach?
Oh, what you're gonna like with though for me it's a high scoring, but again, the way these two teams are passing that, sharing that basketball, getting efficient shots, alam mo yun, makikita mo na mag-grow pa sila. Okay, these both teams, Batangas especially, is gonna be dangerous.
Quality basketball indeed from these two squads here in Game 2 of our 2024 MPBL Preseason Invitational. We'll get back to you with our second quarter. South Cotabato Warriors, 21-7, third in the South Division. They defeated Muntinlupa in the first round but lost to this very team in the division semifinals 1-2.
So again, may history na agad itong dalawang team na to. And again, hindi ka naman, I won't be surprised if it will replicate again this year. Because again, the winning tradition of this, meron na kultura to eh.
Two very proud franchises here in the league. Of course, Batangas, our inaugural champs here in the MPBL. Enzo Hoson dialing it down from the outside. Lead is 8 here for the Warriors. As you look at the first quarter field goal story on your screens, 9 out of 21 for South Cotabato and only 5 out of 15 for Batangas. There's a foul away from play. It's gonna go against the Tanduay Athletics here.
Ano yan, sa akin, I'll ask you, okay, playing for the Batangas Athletics, you know that team has a winning tradition already. Which gives more pressure? Playing for the home team ng ating founder? Or playing for the organization na multi-title na like Batangas Athletics?
If you ask me, it's the same thing, especially with the caliber of players that they play with. That's something that, as an individual, you would want to give your best game in, game out, every practice, and you also want to be able to put in that extra effort to work on your game to make sure that when you step onto that floor, you're very confident. Just like that guy, Christian Fajarito. If I talked about how Jasper Longalong of Bataan has grown before my eyes, that man as well has throughout the years.
And you know what makes it more exciting for both teams? You know, alam mo na kasi everything is set already. Hindi na masyadong malaki yung player movement. Yung mga players that performs, they retain. Like that two guy, the one who gave that assist and the one who made that basket. It's been with the organization for 2-3 years already. Merong core na eh. And hindi nadagdag nila, mas lumalakas lang yung kanilang team.
Elorde left wide open from top of the circle. That's off to the left. Dexter Apinan with another rebound. Apinan blows by Tolentino but loses it on the dribble. Elorde into their front court. He leaves it for Pajarito. Another three on the way. This time it's too strong.
Yeah, you're gonna like itong combination na ni Alorde and Enzo Hosson's been playing together for since last year na. So hintayin na lang natin insertion nitong ni Christopher Masaglang na alam natin hometown hero nitong South Cotabato Warriors.
Oh boy, when those three shared the court together last year, it was chaos as Kyle Tolentino hits another trifecta here for the South Cotabato Warriors as they open up a 14-point lead here, 29-15, prompting another ceasefire coming from Coach Cholo Villanueva.
You are still watching the MPBL Preseason Invitational. Unlike other teams who did a total revamp, kung mapapansin natin, konti lang ang changes sa roster para kay Coach Cholo Villanueva. Bakit nga ba? Well, he said that he is really the type of coach who really banks on chemistry. He's been with his core for 5 years now and he believes that chemistry can bring you success. Being a developmental coach, he prefers someone whom he already has a bond with. Those who know kung ano ang mga bawal at pwede sa kanyang sistema. For his additions, we have RJ Ramirez, who he backs as a two-way guard, and we also have Abdul Sawat, na in Coach Cholo's own words, he sees as a young Cedric Ablaza. Javi and Coach Louie?
Well, that's quite the comparison coming from Coach Cholo Villanueva. But right now, Don Ochea getting the basket and one right there on the reverse. What's your take on that, Coach? Abdul Sawat, he has yet to see action here today, but being compared to a guy like Cedric Ablaza, a known star here in the league, how much pressure do you think that is falling on the shoulders of Abdul Sawat?
That's gonna be a challenge for Abdul. Pero with Coach Cholo kasi, being a seasoned coach already, yung vision mo kasi you know what you want. Yung philosophy niya buong-buo na. And right now, he sees si Abdul na will take place nitong role ni Ced Ablaza.
Of course, Ced already in his mid-30s. He still argues that he's still in his prime and we still see it, but it's only going to be a matter of time before that dwindles down. But obviously, that guy, Enzo Hoson, he is still looking to come up here in this league.
Totoo yan. And yes, it's easy to say, I still can do it. I'm still at the prime of my career, top of my career, in playing nila. Pero the question is, can you do it for 40 games? With this kind of schedule that you travel most of the time, alam mo yon, ang daming adjustments, iba't ibang playing court kayo naglalaro. Kasi yun yung taxing eh.
That's three-pointer number 6 in the game for the South Cotabato Warriors. That's courtesy of Enzo Hoson.
But you're gonna like, yung sa mga three-pointers na sinushoot nila, those are shots coming from ball movement. Those are not 4 shots. Wala ka pa nga nakikitang three-pointer na tinake ng South Cotabato ng off a dribble.
And we were talking about it off air, how I also noticed that last year, this Warriors team, they played with a lot of ball screen action. That's where they would divert to each and every time, almost. But now, they really are forced to pass that ball around. The rock doesn't stay with the player for more than 5 seconds. That's another foul against the Batangas City.
You know, it just shows the quality of players they're trying to get. Because, again, being a good player is different being a good team player. Alam mo yung magaling ka ng player pero hindi ka magaling na team player. Lahat ng kinuha nila. kay magaling na player na, tapos maayos pang team player.
And how do you think these additional pieces will complement a guy like John Wilson?
Oh, ang sa akin kasi kay John is there already. Naka-penetrate na siya dun sa lineup eh. What's good is again, Coach Elvis was given freedom to get kung sino yun naman yung gusto niyang bubuo dun sa team niya.
Isit gets a steal. Ablaza doesn't settle. That was almost a travel. Ooh, foul. Looked like a clean block, but I think Hoson got him from behind on the back of his head. So that's going to be 2 free throws for Mr. Cedric Ablaza.
Yeah, I think I hope John Ambulodto would just be a better player again this year. Because he did well last season, more relaxed. So if he gets more mature this year, alam mo yung magiging isa sa mga pillars na to ng mga players rotation ni Coach Cholo Villanueva.
Said Ablaza missed a big chunk of last year due to personal issues, but came just in time for the playoffs where Coach Cholo Villanueva really missed him.
Oo. Alam mo, konti na lang adjustment naman. Because Coach Cholo was able to get, alam mo yung kanyang best of the bench player eh. In the person of Don Ochea eh. Ito, si Don, every time ini-insert siya ni Coach Cholo, something good happens eh.
They did lose one key piece of their rotation, which was Rafi Octubre, as the threes continue to rain here inside the Lagao gym for South Cotabato. Kyle Tolentino knocking it down from the left wing. 35-19 is the count, almost halfway through the second quarter. Ablaza against Sorella, loses it on the way up. Ambuluto saves it to Ochea. They swing the ball around. Hernandez has yet to make a dent here in this game. Misses on the layup. That's going to stay with the guys in gray.
Okay. Obvious last touch there by John Hamito.
Ochea will come out together with Sed Ablaza in favor of John Baloria and Mark Cruz. Baloria was hot for Batangas in the opening frame. Let's see if he can light the fire from underneath here. His team needs a bucket. Hernandez working on Tolentino. Banks it off the glass. Tolentino on the other side. See how quickly South Cotabato was able to get that ball into their front court. Tolentino already with 9 points in this game, leading all scorers.
Kasi makikita mo talaga eh, and putting itong si Nico Elorde as your premier point guard there. And Nico is we know that an unselfish point guard. Talagang itong ang sarap ng magiging buhay nito ni Enzo Hoson, saka nito ni Kyle Tolentino, kasi di just gonna magre-rim run ka na lang, magre-rim run diyan. Darating na lang yung bola sa iyo eh.
And aside from their outside shooting prowess, these two guys are also very impressive finishers.
Oo, and great defenders, 'di ba? So, alam mo, bata pa 'to mga 'to. Kahit na idaan mo ng idaan sila sa screen, they'll find a way. They'll find a way to chase. Alam mo 'yun? They'll find a way na to keep up kasi meron pa silang strength to do that eh.
Yeah, aside from having the physical tools, it's also the hard work. As we take a look at our founder, ang ating pambansang kamao, Senator Manny Pacquiao, who will see action later on in our main game for Team Bulalakaw.
Oo, and I'm looking at him right now, okay, from this far, parang iba yung kondisyon ni boss eh. Mukhang kondisyon maglaro eh.
Kailan bang nawala sa kondisyon si Boss Manny?
Sa bagay. Especially if ito, alam mo yung, you know how passionate at kung gaano kalapit sa puso ni ating founder ni itong basketball.
Of course, he's watching the very team that he beat on a buzzer-beating 3 last year. And that's the Batangas City squad, who were very remorseful about that loss, and they definitely wanted to put that behind them right away. Made sure that coming into this tournament, nothing like that would happen again. Kaso nga lang, they're down by 14 right now at this point.
Oo, imagine twice already you're in the conference division finals and did not make it.
It's been a tough road back to regaining the championship for our inaugural season champions, Batangas City. Can this be the
that's a
year
walk.
that they finally get it? Levy Hernandez called for the traveling. There you see Coach Cholo Villanueva.
Is Rudy Lingana still on the lineup or
He's not with Batangas City, I believe, for this preseason. I hear reports that he is going to play for a different squad this year.
wow?
Edzo Hoson from left to right. Kyle Tolentino and Enzo Hoson just changing hands, scoring here for the South Cotabato Warriors.
Oh, and you know what I like with Enzo is he's just waiting for his time. Last year, because this year I know he'll be given bigger responsibility. Because last year talagang masikip yung kanyang spot.
The pitch out, Hoson stops, pops for 3.
Oh, that's a push. Clear push. I like the activity of these two. Itong si Amito tsaka si Jan ang Bulultok. Alam, parehong energy guy eh.
Both lefties as well. Look at Enzo Hoson. The Pinoy step to elude the defense and then the finish on the reverse with the right hand.
Oo, grabe yung vision. Yung kitang-kita niya yung mangyayari na sitwasyon eh.
Former scoring champion. That duo that he had with Ives Sazon when they were with Marikina was very potent and deadly offensively. Levy Hernandez eye to eye with Nicole Sorella. Decides to go inside. That's another basket and one for Levy Hernandez. A basket that they badly needed.
Oo, especially attacking to his right, Levy Hernandez. Alam mo yun, with that confidence, tapos going to his strong side, grabe yung concentration sa finish eh. Tingnan mo.
Just a little hesitation to freeze the defense. He knew that he had the speed advantage against the taller Nicole Sorella. Marvin Janicio and Felix Apreco are back into the ball game for Coach Boying Diloy and the South Cotabato Warriors. Hernandez will be taking the bonus free throw here.
So they're still missing one. Who's gonna be the fifth guy? Oh, there, Jamer Hamito. Because I thought Coach Diloy wanted to put a small lineup, a fast one.
Levy Hernandez, a product of Arellano University in the NCAA. Siguro nagpapasalamat ka rin, Coach, na di mo na naabutan sa JRU nung nagko-coach ka, no?
Di bale, ang purpose ko naman is to create defenders eh, not scorers eh. So handa naman tayo sa kanila.
Olorde collects the offensive rebound. Hamito still could not get a basket. Apreco could not keep it alive. A chance to trim this lead further for the Tanduay Athletics. Isit dancing with Enzo Hoson. Isit puts on the stops. Oh, Pinan is met by two defenders. Levy.
Ayun yung sinasabi natin, Javi, before, like 2 years ago, Jex easily could finish that.
Almost a steal by Batangas. Tama ka dun, Coach. You know, that could have been easily a 2 points on a blow-by for Jex Sarapinan.
Though we know that he can still finish those. Siyempre, pero may yung maturity na kailangan ba sa ngayon, kailangan ko na bang gawin sa ngayon?
Of course, as you grow older, these are decisions that you have to grapple with, especially being one of the top players of your squad. A rare turnover by the Warriors. Hoson is down on the floor. That's number 2 laban kay Enzo Hoson. The Ant-Man, Mark Cruz, will check back into the game alongside John Wilson.
So tandem talaga eh, no?
And if my memory serves me right, almost every out-of-town game last year, sila ang roommates eh. Mark Cruz and John Wilson. Products of different NCAA schools as you look at Coach Cholo Villanueva, who has turned into one of the best young minds of the Philippine basketball landscape in terms of coaching.
Alam mo, sa 10 naglalaro ngayon, siya mang galing sa NCAA.
And what does that tell you, Coach, right?
Ha?
Many people say that the UAP is the more glamorous league, but honestly, the quality of players coming out of the NCAA, not just here in the MPBL, but even in the PBA, those who have gone on to have lengthy careers are from the NCAA. A little bit of volleyball right there for the South Cotabato Warriors, ending up in an empty possession.
Oo, you cannot ask for more. Yung efforts ni John Hamilton, tsaka ni Felix Africo, pareho nandun eh.
Valoria could not hit from the outside. Mark Cruz behind the back uses the Apreco screen. Apinan shows, gets it back.
Great ball movement.
See how fast this ball moves around. The adjustment by Wilson in midair results in a short layup.
Alam mo, yung sinasabi namin madalas as coaches eh. Sa ganda ng pasensya nyo, nagugulat na lang kayo na libre kayo eh. Tapos hindi nyo pa na-shoot. dahil nagulat kayo, dahil sa sobrang libre.
And that's something that they're going to have to get used to if they continue to move that ball in that manner. Levy Hernandez from way out. That's long. A tap going to Felix Apreco. The intensity is just really great here from both squads.
Great passing there. That's a boomerang pass.
In and out. Look who has the offensive rebound. Just lost it was Felix Apreco. I'm just loving it right here, Coach. Just imagine what the regular season games are gonna be like if ngayon pa lang ganito na. CJ Isit getting it from the perimeter.
Oo, and nakakapagod yung last 5 possessions natin, nakakapagod yun.
But you look at the faces of these players, they don't seem tired, Coach. That's just a testament to the amount of conditioning that they've been doing in the off-season.
Oo, again, same style. And again, rebounding battle. Alam mo, up by 1 lang itong Jensen.
And on the offensive glass, South Cotabato Warriors have been getting a ton of those. That's the first bucket of the game para kay Jammer Hamito.
Pero yung energy na natanggal niya dito sa sa frontline lineup ng
play ran to perfection right there. Beautiful read by John Valoria, getting it down low to Mark Cruz.
and I think that's chemistry. That's chemistry like nang nireport ni Andrea kanina na talagang ayun lagi yung pinupuntahan ni Coach Jolo Villanueva to create that bond. Okay, kasi he knows that, again, ang magpapanalo pa rin sa'yo, teamwork eh.
10 na lang ang kalabangan dito. We'll be back after these.
Division World Champion in boxing history, the fighting senator, ang pambansang mo, our beloved MPBL founder, Senator Manny Pacman Pacquiao! The champ is here!
Back here inside the Ligao Gym in General Santos City. Happy Kalilangan Festival to everybody here at the tuna capital of the Philippines. Good sized crowd for day 1 of our 2024 MPBL preseason invitational. The champ is here. Our beloved founder, Senator Manny Pacquiao, in the building. His team, Team Bulalakaw, will be seeing action in our main game later on at 8 o'clock p.m. against the Valenzuela Classic.
Oo, at there'll be parading someone na hindi na bago sa ating sa atin playing for Team Bulalakaw.
And who might that be, Coach?
Maganda na yan. Abangan na lang nila mamaya.
Okay. Just stay tuned to everybody watching on our Facebook and YouTube channels and on MPTV channel 98 on Signal. 11.2 seconds remaining here in our first half. The Warriors have been in control all game long here, but Batangas starting to show some signs of brilliance.
Oo.
There you see Coach Cholo Villanueva Always the stoic look on that sideline. You barely see him smile.
Again, he knows, especially etong opportunity na alam mo, hindi lang isang beses at dalawang beses mo makakalaban to pagdating ng regular season itong team na to. And there's still missing players. Jervy Cruz is in civilian clothes. Vala Cunha is still in civilian clothes. So may mga movement pang may mangyayari dyan na sa ngayon, i-try mong evaluate, do you think your team is enough? Kasi if you want to be the best, you need to be the best. You need to beat the best.
And the best are the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, who also did a lot of movement with their roster. What was already such a powerful, potent lineup, backstopped by great players once again. We'll be having them later on dito sa ating preseason invitational. Their first game will be tomorrow.
Oo. And if you look at the length of this team, of the guys playing right now, eto, mahahaba na to, Javi.
But sad to say, Pampanga is even longer.
Oo. Yeah. Now, talagang hindi lang siguro twin tower, meron ilan na yung towers na nandun.
Quadruple towers. I don't
Quadruple
know
towers
now anymore. Jonicio, this could possibly be the last shot for the South Cotabato Warriors. This is not going to be enough time for Jexter to launch it from that point of the court. And that's it for the first half between South Cotabato and the Batangas City Tanduay Athletics. So much great scoring here on the side of Coach Boying Diloy's squad. Enzo Hoson, Mark Cruz has also been able to contribute, but that man on your screen, Kyle Tolentino, 10 points to lead all scorers in the first half.
Oo, alam mo yun, what we're seeing right now is a more mature Kyle Tolentino with a, may maganda na yung shot selection, more bulk. But again, just second game of this preseason treat, you know, ang masasabi ko lang talaga, Javi, quality.
3 out of 5 from the outside, plus 2 steals to boot. 40-32 is our score at the end of the first half. Halftime analysis sa aming pagbabalik.
You are still watching the MPBL preseason invitational here at the Lagao Gym in General Santos City. And right now, we will be having our halftime interview together with Michael Pacquiao, the team owner of the South Cotabato Warriors. Thank you so much for joining me here at the half. Michael, what can we expect from this new Warriors team, with a new name and the new additions? Ano pa yung dapat asahan ng mga fans ninyo at ng ating mga kaliga?
So right now we're testing stage, so we're a running team, so hopefully you'll see more chemistry, better chemistry among the players and better teamwork and more consistency around it.
Well, that's really nice. Now, do you have any greetings or shoutouts?
Shout out sa Jensen and to everyone supporting MPBL.
Thank you so much. And that's it for our halftime interview. Don't go away. Magbabalik pa rin po ang MPBL.
At the half now between the South Cotabato Warriors and the Batangas City Tanduay Athletics, the score 40-32 here. Jong Baloria was off to a good start, but the team of South Cotabato as a whole, everybody is just pitching in here, Coach. That's why they have the lead.
Oo, talagang especially guys off the bench for the South Cotabato Warriors. Etong si Kyle Tolentino, alam mo, 3 3-pointers right away off the bench. Pero if you look at it, alam mo, sa akin hindi pa tapos tong laban na to. Knowing na yung kultura nitong Batangas sa Tanduay Athletics, babalik at babalik ito sa laro.
Yeah, you know Coach Cholo Villanueva and his squad, their capability to come back from a double-digit deficit. You cannot count them out just yet. 12 turnovers though para sa Batangas. That was converted into 10 turnover points by the Warriors in that first half while they only committed 6 of their own. But it really was the bench points that stood out for Coach Boying Deloy's boys in the first half. Kyle Tolentino, 10 points to lead all scorers here, backstopped by Enzo Hoson and Mark Cruz and Christian Pajarito, who combined for 10.
Oo, and you know, one guy missing there, the ating scoring chart is itong alam nating na pure scorer na talagang legit scorer na si John Wilson. Pero what's good, yung ginagawa ni John right now is nagfa-facilitate naman siya.
Yeah, John Wilson only with 2 field goals to his name. Leading scorer para sa Batangas is Jong Baloria with 8 points. Hernandez has 7, while Mark Cruz, the taller one, has 6 points. Off the bat, South Cotabato, they go to John Wilson. They want to get him going here. Just missing on that jumper. MJ De La Virgen initiating the offense here for the Tanduay Athletics. Dexter Apinan, he loves that play. How many times have we seen that fake handoff? Just could not finish the 2 points.
Oo, and a different combination naman ang ginagamit ni Coach Cholo to start the third quarter. So, a bit of adjustment. Maybe tinignan niya rin kung ano yung naging problema nila nung first half, na alam niya yung bench points ang nag-deliver for the Jensen Warriors. So, most likely, lalakasan niya yung depensa ng second group.
O'Neal Arim stepping into the starting unit here in the second half in lieu of Levy Hernandez. He's tasked to try and shackle John Wilson. Apinan to the corner. Baloria puts the ball on the deck. Jong Baloria will score. Double figures now para kay Jong. Felix Aprecu is joined in this starting unit of the second half by Mark Cruz, John Wilson, Marvin Jonicio, and Jammer Hapmito.
Yeah, nakakatawa kanina kung paano depensa ni Jex Apinan si Felix Aprecu sa poste. Alam niyang hindi naman titira.
At dito tumira si Jammer Hapmito and he was called for that travel right even before the shot. Little shuffle of the feet.
Oh, he loves that step back, Jay.
You just saw Coach Boying Deloy. This was the previous move by Jong Baloria that got him into 10 points now in this game. They set him up once again. Attacks middle, puts on the brakes. Jumper is good for Jong Baloria.
Yeah, he's just gonna tire his opponent out. Alam mo yun, kay twice na nag-curl si Jong. Pero hindi naman talaga titigil sila sa setup na yun kasi they know that ayun talaga yung magiging go-to ng play eh.
The former Pampanga Giant Lantern. Ito si Jong Baloria. Jammer Hapmito gets probably one of the easiest buckets he's gonna get here in this game. 42-36.
That's why it's really nice to have a player like Felix Africo in your team that who's really unselfish, pero i-deliver niya kung saan siya magaling.
De La Virgen rejects the screen. Mark Cruz on the lift. Oh, little push there by O'Neal Arim. Was it called? De La Virgen finds himself wide open, takes his time and knocks it down. Lead is down to 3 here. 42-39. Jonicio goes hard. No foul called. Batangas City on the run. Surprisingly, no fast break points by both squads in the first half, Coach.
Oo, ang ganda ng kasi naman ang ganda ng kanilang ball movement, ang ganda ng kanilang transition defense. So both teams are patiently executing. Kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan na what we're witnessing right now is a quality game na hindi mo ina-expect on a preseason.
A personal 5-0 blast by that man, MJ De La Virgen. 3-pointer earlier, and that basket to pull them to within one, 42-41, prompting a timeout by Coach Boying Diloy. A 20-4 blast here to start the third quarter by Coach Cholo Villanueva and company. Their performance from last season, 22-6, second in the South Division, defeated Imus in the first round, Gensan in the division semis, but lost to Bacoor. They were swept in the division finals.
Oo, alam mo yun, yung watching that division finals against Bacoor, tamang-tama nag-pick yung Bacoor eh.
That's when they realized their potential, that they could make it all the way to the championship round. But for Coach Cholo Villanueva, it was really a heartbreaker of a season because the second straight year, they lost in the division finals.
Oo. And the last one, that really hurts because they got swept. You know, with the, now going back to the game, with the Gensan Warriors right now, I think this is one thing that both yung coaches ng Gensan needs to look onto. Tama bang magkasabay si Jammer Hamito and Felix Africo?
Mark Cruz seeking a three-pointer. The lead with Batangas was short-lived as the Warriors get it back, 45-43. Batangas will try to tie or take the lead. Shot clock winding down. De La Virgen bullets a pass inside the extra feed. Cruz to Jexter Apinan. John Baloria and Marvin Jonicio getting into it. Our security jumping in right away, as well as our game officials. That was the reverse coming from Jexter Apinan.
Oo.
Both players, Marvin Jonicio and John Baloria, each called for a technical. Seems that John Baloria was taking to offense into how Jonicio was trying to guard him.
And we're just, ito yung sinasabi, pre-season pa lang.
And with the amount of people here watching, the vibe and the atmosphere definitely does not feel like a preseason tournament.
And I think this is one thing na miss ng ating host city right now. Kasi dapat nakapaglaro tayo dito during the playoffs
We definitely miss this venue. Always a hotbed for basketball, especially with our founder, Senator Manny Pacquiao. This is his hometown. He's always had a deep passion for the sport. Going back to this game, there we go. Jexter Apinan able to sink that reverse, but you see there, right in the middle of your screens, Jonicio and John Baloria having some words to say for each other.
Oo. Naging 4-on-4 na lang yung labanan Tapos may 1-on-1 sa ibabaw.
One-on-one talakan. Apinan not really known as a good free throw shooter, unable to sink the bonus. Tie game at 45 all.
But you're gonna like this combination adjustment of in terms of combination ni Coach Cholo. Nag-perform sa kanya itong limang ito.
Apinan loses it. Cruz gets it, takes it, and makes it. And he's looking for a foul. Our referees will not oblige. 48-45. De La Virgen in a tight situation. Apinan saves it to Baloria. It ends up with Mark Cruz. The floater is good.
Yeah, almost a garbage possession already, but guys, still na-convert pa. Luckily, na-convert pa nitong Tanduay Athletics.
Back and forth we go here. Kyle Tolentino, one dribble pull-up. It's nothing but the bottom. Confidence of this kid just skyrocket here today.
Oo. And he knows his role.
And of course, that is to score the basketball. That's what he's been known for. De La Virgen against Mark Cruz. That's Mark Cruz of Batangas attacking the teeth of the defense. He'll shoot for the line for 2 shots. That's going to be number 3 against Felix Aprecu. Mark Cruz has 6 points and 5 rebounds plus a couple of assists in this game. You were talking about how he should concentrate more on his scoring this season.
Oo. And kailangan na talaga. That's the call. That's the call na sa tingin ko kailangan niyang ibigay kay Coach Cholo. Kasi yun yung talagang pinakamalaking maitutulong niya. He did the dirty jobs, okay, for years already. Now I think he's been given the opportunity to be sa spotlight na.
Cruz able to sink that second free throw, split off the line para sa kanya, 50-48. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third. Aprecu against Seda Blaza. Cruz gets it back. Pajarito, he hit a couple of threes in the first half and he continues to be on point from the outside.
Oh, did you see Africa's reaction after the made back conversion of Pajarito? That off that hammer pass down low. Napasuntok sa ere.
That was a big basket. That play was almost going nowhere. Seda Blaza jumps a pass. De La Virgen gets it back to Sed. Blaza somehow, some way finds that basket underneath.
Again, the creativity of this guy. Alam mo, talagang kaya outstanding na lang yung trust na binibigay sa kanya ni Coach Cholo Villanueva.
Chance to tie. De La Virgen does so with the jumper.
What about MJ De La Virgen in this quarter?
52 all. We're tied once again. We've had a number of deadlocks here in this third quarter. Remember, Batangas was down by 10. They opened up this frame with the 20-4 run to be able to get back into this one. And that man, MJ De La Virgen, has been primarily responsible for a lot of that.
You know, because that's what system is all about. Okay, with Batangas, is just playing consistently. Alam mo yun, laro lang sila ng laro. Laro lang sila ng laro. They don't get, di sila nagpapanic even if they're down big. Alam nila darating at makakahabol din sila.
7 points in this quarter for the former JRU Heavy Bomber. Chance to take the driver's seat para dito sa Batangas City. Ablaza working against a smaller Enzo Oso. Sorry, that's Levy Hernandez kissing it off the glass. Only the third time in the lead in this game para sa Tanduay Athletics. Pajarito looking to hand it off to Mark Cruz. He gets it back. Pajarito blocked. Oh, that looked clean from up top. A lot of silver shirts telling Coach Cholo to challenge.
Yeah, but the angle down low. So let's see. Coach Cholo asking for a challenge.
It was clear that it was clean on top. Not really sure if there was contact with the body downstairs.
Oo, kaya that's why I mentioned that, because the one who called the foul was our referee down low.
Our officials at the replay center right now taking a look at what happened. First coach's challenge of this game. If you just joined us, this is the second game of our 2024 MPBL preseason invitational here at the Lagao Gym. Day 1 of our preseason tournament. This was won last year by the Zamboanga Families Brand Sardines at the expense of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. They won that 3 million peso cash prize, but none of those squads are in this tournament for this 2024 edition, which means there will be a new champion for this year's preseason invitational. The defending champions, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, are in attendance, trying to see and scout the opposition. They'll be seeing action tomorrow. They will be parading an even stronger lineup.
Yeah, talk about depth and experience, the Pampanga Lanterns. And again for our first game, itong Bataan Risers showing us class, beating itong young Manila Stars in our first game.
Well, you know, same for Manila. All of the teams so far, they have been exhibiting regular season intensity right here in our preseason invitational.
Oo, and you know, ang maganda dito, looking forward, moving forward, na etong Manila, alam naman natin may winning tradition tong team na to. Maganda yung history nitong yung organization na yun. And I'm just so excited na to see kung ano yung makikita, kung ano yung gagawin nilang movement in terms of personnel, coaches sa season na ito.
Exactly, you know, being under new management with the strong group athletics, Boss Frank Lau and Boss Jacob Lau, things just looking brighter for Manila coming into our 6th season. Our officials taking quite a while to review that last play.
Oo. Talagang kailangan mong bigyan ng oras kasi the way this game is going, parang ang pakiramdam ko talaga na this is gonna go. Anyway, every time these two teams play, it always go down the wire.
All right, so Jake Castroverde already relaying the information to us. Challenge was unsuccessful. So it will be 2 free throws para kay Christian Fajarito.
Oo, so that means Coach Cholo will have one timeout less for this second half.
Let's take a look at that. This is a 2-man game between Mark Cruz. We'll watch closely here. You see the help coming from Seda Blaza. There was a block. Oh, caught part
the arm.
of that arm.
And it was clear from our referee down low.
Christian Fajarito, 7 points in this game. Good to go with his 3 rebounds. I think that 8.
Yeah, I think this group playing right now is the one that gave the South Cotabato Warriors their biggest lead. Itong si Nico Elorde, Enzo Hoson, si Sorella, Christian Fajarito, and Cal Tolentino.
Biggest lead for the Warriors in this game was 17 in the first half. Ochea working against Hoson, trying to dump it low to Abdul Sawat, who is making his first appearance as a Batangas City player here in the MPBL. Tolentino from way out.
Did he miss already?
We better check that, but boy, Kyle Tolentino has been scorching and torching the nets here in this game. And to make matters worse for the Tanduay Athletics, CJ Isit
Fourth
commits an
three-pointer
offensive
already.
foul. Yeah, 4th 3-pointer para kay Kyle Tolentino. Four out of 6 from the outside is Kyle Tolentino. Hoson to the other side, Nico Elorde could not get it to drop. Enzo Hoson, catch, set, fire, short. Rebound collected by CJ Isit.
Oh, no one's looking.
Ablaza leans in. Ooh, sorry, miss right there by Seda Blaza.
Good challenge there.
On the other side, he checks, still hot, is Kyle Tolentino.
You know, the last time I remember him shooting was, I think it was us who covered that game in Pasay when he nailed that 3-pointer to send the game into overtime.
Well, right now, I don't know what he is on right now, but
unconscious.
He is definitely, tama ka dyan, Coach. Unconscious is the proper term. 5 3-pointers in the game for Kyle Tolentino, leading all scorers right now in this game. He gives a 5-point lead for South Cotabato. Kyle Tolentino, 18 big markers in this game to lead all scorers sa laro na to, and he has helped the South Cotabato Warriors regain a control of this ball game, 59-54. 2 minutes and 19 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Ooh, Elorde called for that foul.
Yeah, ang hirap din for CJ Isit kasi doon sa player shuffle and substitution pattern, nag-end up talaga siya, nakasabay niya palagi si Nico Elorde.
CJ Isit has already won a championship here in the MPBL with the San Juan Knights. Looking to win one with this franchise, Batangas City Tanduay Athletics. Cedric Ablaza working against Ricol Sorella. That's good defense by Ricol. Enzo. Tough shot to get CJ Isit. Abdul Sawat to send Ablaza. Ablaza could not hit. Somehow it finds its way to Levy Hernandez who gets the 2 points. 8 puntos sa laro na to for the former Arellano University chief.
Oo, tahimik na nagagawa ni Levy yun
3-point lead for the Warriors. Sorella, he can hit it from downtown.
And you know, this is how quality this game is. 2 consecutive empty possessions for the South Cotabato Warriors na nakapitalize naman ito ng Tanduay Athletics.
Oson barrels his way through the defense, gets the basket plus the foul. You just really also marvel at the way Ejo Hoson has built up his strength throughout the years. We already knew that he had the talent. We already knew that he could score. But the manner in which he gets his baskets right now, so much different from years past.
Oo, totoo yan. And you can tell from out doon sa body language pa lang ni Enzo right now na komportable.
Ablaza doesn't settle for the 3. Ochea attacks middle, a little sidestep. Oh, that's a travel.
It is. A great defense again by by the South Cotabato Warriors.
That looked clean to me.
I think that extra step of that Euro that made the ref decide that it was a walk.
Could have been a chance to trim this lead to just 1. Could be a 2-for-1 here for the Warriors. Pajarito, they're taking too much time. Sorella, short stab is good.
Again, this combination 5 nitong South Cotabato Warriors is consistent na naglalaro pa rin ng maganda together.
They may not be able to erect a double-digit advantage, but they sure as hell have been getting the control back to their side.
Oo, and giving them again a separation, at least itong Tanduay was able to catch up already. Now, ito, tatapusin nila yung third quarter with a 5-point or even may bakabag 7 pa nga.
No whistle blown. That's gonna be it for the third quarter. After a strong start by the Batangas City Tanduay Athletics, a run towards the latter part of that third period by the South Cotabato Warriors, spearheaded by guys like Kyle Tolentino and Enzo Hoson, allowing the Warriors to get a 5-point advantage heading into the fourth period. Nico Elorde is down on the floor and he seems to be writhing in pain.
I think winded. Sa Sigmura yata tinamaan si Nico
And it takes a lot for him to be down that long.
Knowing how tough this guy is.
It's written all over his last name. Nico Elorde back on his 2 feet, but what a quarter that was for MJ De La Virgen in Batangas. But in the end, Enzo Hoson, Kyle Tolentino, oh wow, what a performance from these 2 young guns.
Oh, alam mo yun, battle of combination. If ito yung parang magiging tale nitong labanan na to. The combination 5 ng Tanduay, then ng Tanduay Athletics, then magkakaroon naman ng magandang combination 5 itong South Cotabato Warriors. So let's see this fourth quarter kung kaninong combination na makakatapos ng maganda.
Mami Janisha Pacquiao in the house here at the Lagao Gym for day 1 of our 2024 MPBL preseason invitational. Abby Palanya joined by Coach Louie Gonzalez and Miss Andrea Indicio. Game 2 here between Batangas and South Cotabato. Quarter scoring on your screens. That was a great battle in the third period between these two squads.
Oh, look at the separation. It's just tell Javi, how quality this game is. Alam mo, ito yung na-miss natin for the last 2 months. Yung maka-witness ng ganitong klaseng laro eh.
At isipin mo, we've been seeing it throughout the coverage here today, how the games, especially this one, have been exhibiting regular season vibes, just the competitiveness and the intensity of the players on the floor. This has been a joy to watch.
Yeah, and tulad ng pinag-usapan natin, yung sa ating pre-game ng first game, right now, yun yung titingnan natin eh. It's the personnel, the preparation, and the planning. Player movement. Ito yung maganda. Every time na mag-i-start talaga yung liga, yung magandang tingnan muna eh. Tapos later on, kung paano sila magje-gel na.
It's a new year, it's a new season. There are new faces, there are new goals, and lots of new storylines to uncover. Enzo Hoson might have babied that shot, and they get it back. Elorde takes it, top of the circle, 3, gets it to go.
And and Nico covering his game, Javi, will not miss 3 times in a row.
Donochea answers back with a fast break layup on the other side. 66-60. Pajarito, he's been very efficient here today.
The maturity of Christian Pajarito as well.
10 points now in the game para kay Christian Pajarito. That's a foul given up, readily acknowledged by Nico Elorde.
Ganda rin ang matchup nito, dalawang to. Both tough.
Well, we talked about how many players have considered this Warriors franchise a home for them, especially guys like Felix Aprecu. Now we can say that for Enzo Hoson. But Nico Elorde, this guy also has been very comfortable playing for this very proud franchise.
Oo. And starting to now, itong si Christian Pajarito at itong si Nico Sorella.
Hernandez leans in, draws the foul. That's going to be 2 shots at the line para kay Levi Hernandez.
Ito naman si Levi, ang home niya before the Tanduay Athletics is that 13 points, 14 points per game. Automatic.
He always has been a very potent scorer throughout his career. That's been his calling card. But what has endeared him to Coach Cholo Villanueva is the way that he also plays defense. For a good scorer like him, that's something that Coach Cholo Villanueva definitely values.
Oo, bagay na bagay talaga. It's just sometimes na hindi na napipigilan ni Levi yung temper niya eh. So yung pagiging sobrang taas ng pagiging competitive niya, wala na, minsan sumusobra na eh.
68-62 after those free throws by Levi Hernandez.
So let's see this 1-2-2 setup.
Correct me if I'm wrong, is this the first time I'm seeing a trap for Batangas in this game?
Oo.
Tolentino.
That forces Kyle Tolentino to miss after 2 straight 3-pointer. Was it 2 straight or 4 straight 3-pointers already?
Valoria could not hit from the outside. I think it was 2 straight, Coach, to end the third quarter. Elorde to Sorella. Short on the baseline, Jay. Deliveryhen would like to settle things down here for the Tanduay Athletics.
So let's see if the trend continues na 2 empty possessions again for the South Cotabato Warriors, if they're gonna make up on the next one.
Valoria picks up loose change and turns it into gold. Boson is wide open. Pajarito doesn't want to give it up. The pass was too late. Elorde on top. Sorella, he loves those pick and pop situations. Former San Beda Red Lion could not hit. It will stay with the South Cotabato Warriors with a fresh 14 on their shot clock.
So anytime now, you can see players' movement now na kung sino na yung papasok na tatapos or kung sino yung pagpapahingahin.
Hustle job right there by John Valoria. He has continued to put points on the board para sa Batangas City. 68-64 ang ating tala dito. 7 minutes and 12 the time remaining in this game. John Valoria last year, 12.8 points per game on 42% field goal shooting plus 4 rebounds and almost 2 assists per contest. Today, he has spearheaded the offensive thrust of the Batangas City Tanduay Athletics, leading them in scoring. Oson, they swing it to the left. Extra pass to the corner, Pajarito. This time it's way off. Hitting nothing but the board. Oh, last touch on John Valoria. It's gonna stay with the boys in white.
Lucky break for the South Cotabato Warriors.
Nico Elorde, Micol Sorella, Christian Pajarito, Enzo Hoson, and Kyle Tolentino continue to be the 5 on the floor for Coach Boying Diloy. For those of you who just tuned in, Coach Elvis Tolentino will not be with South Cotabato in this preseason invitational, but he is the new head coach of this Warriors squad. Elorde to beat the shot clock. That's a miss. Batangas with a successful stop.
You know, one thing na hinihintay ko dito is for Coach Diloy to insert yung kanilang hometown hero dito na si Ping Masaglang.
He has not seen action yet here today. And we were talking about how the combination of those 3 guards, Enzo Hoson, Mark Cruz, and Ping Masaglang, Nico Elorde, was very deadly last year.
Especially with an opponent like Batangas, who loves to run as well. So maganda yung matchup sana.
And the thing is, they say that you shouldn't match fire with fire, but in this game, that's been the case.
And I think the way yung smarts nitong mga players na to, I think they have the discipline to control, to evaluate kung kung magiging nasa advantage ba sila or nasa disadvantage.
Yeah, this South Cotabato squad has a great mix of young guns and veterans.
Exactly.
For Batangas, they may be a little bit on the older side, but it definitely cannot count out experience.
Ang maganda lang dito because they get the job done. Whatever it is, but they get the job done. Pero again, with the schedule we have, meron ba silang enough sa gas nila? So,
Hernandez could not hit. Micol Sorella running the floor, being rewarded with 2 points.
alam mo, itong si Sorella, wasn't able to get much playing time under Coach Rich Alvarez.
But he's getting extended minutes here today, Coach, especially with this combination.
Maganda yung kanilang tandem ni Christian Fajarito eh.
Oson directing traffic. Wants a screen from Fajarito. Enzo trying to fake out Levy Hernandez.
Yeah, too much time. Too much time for Enzo.
He's forced to take it. Ooh, those are the kinds of mistakes that you don't expect a veteran team like Batangas to make.
Especially that too. Galing kay Apinan at MJ De La Virgen.
Cruz will throw in from the baseline. Valentino turns the corner. Pajarito,
Great passing.
catch, set, fire,
Ganda.
splash!
You're gonna take that. You're gonna take that. Inside out play.
What a performance here in this game. Galing dito kay Christian Pajarito.
Alam mo, ang pinakamasakit pa doon kay bordering na 3-pointer off a mistake.
13 puntos sa laro na to para kay Christian Pajarito. The Warriors get the stop. It's been a struggle offensively here in the fourth quarter para dito sa Batangas City. Tolentino from the outside. That's off to the right. Levy Hernandez, sweeping layup. Finally, a much-needed basket for the Tanduay Athletics. (73-66), 3-possession ball game. Pajarito, quick turn to the baseline. Strong move, but also a strong shot.
Sayang. Medyo pagod na rin si Christian eh.
De La Virgen, slight adjustment in midair, able to get the 2 points. De La Virgen sparked that rally in the third quarter to be able to give the lead to Batangas City, but it was only short-lived. They're down by 5 right now. Oson. On to Nicole Sorella. Enzo gets it back. Working against Dexter Apinan. The
Good
spin,
spin.
the shot. That's short. Batangas City. Ooh. Moving screen. Laban dito kay Dexter Apinan.
Oo. And I think itong South Cotabato needs to mix things up a bit. Medyo mahaba na yung nilaro nitong tayo. What we're saying. Medyo mahaba talaga yung quality talaga yung binigay nito. Kyle Tolentino, Nico Sorella, and Christian Fajarito. Yeah, you can see the left foot there moving forward.
Definitely an offensive foul against Dexter Apinan. Oson is still inside, but Marvin Jonicio, Felix Apreco, and Jammer Hamito are back on the floor para dito kay Coach Boying Diloy. Cruz is blitzed, he's forced to give it up. Jammer Hamito wants it, gets it, blocked by Dexter Apinan.
Yeah, they've been running that play and they were able to get what they want. Hindi lang talaga nakita ni Felix Apreco right away na open si Hamito inside.
Ablaza on a fishing expedition. Gets the whistle. 2 shots coming up para kay Cedric Ablaza.
Oo, and this is not new to us anymore. Itong sitwasyon na to, alam mo, ganyan na yung mangyayari.
Makipagkwentuhan muna tayo at courtside by kay Miss Andrea Andicio.
Tama kayo, gentlemen, preseason pa lang, it's already giving regular season vibes given this tight ball game. On the side of Jensen, sabi ni assistant coach Don Tolentino, nag-relax and nag-loosen ang depensa ng Warriors with a huge lead that they have in the first half. A fault that easily depleted the said cushion. Mula naman sa panig ng Batangas, they like what is happening right now, that the Warriors are taking quick shots, higher possibility of having a turnover. Ang reminder ni Coach Cholo, Kyle Tolentino is on the floor. We have to challenge him. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Andrea. What's your take on that, Coach? The way Coach Cholo Villanueva has been giving instructions to his boys here.
Oo, cause that's how patient this guys is. Alam mo yon, talagang hihintayin ka nilang magkamali and they gonna capitalize on those mistakes. Kasi yung ayun, palagi namin dinidiscuss yan. I myself discuss that with my players. The game is composed of 3 parts. Miss basket, made basket, and miscellaneous. With Coach Cholo right now, yung tatlong parting yun, alam na alam niya na lahat kung anong gagawin nila. Diba? Siguro yung 66% na yun, yung made basket, tsaka miss baskets.
That's exactly where the experience of this Batangas score comes into play. The understanding of those three parts that you just mentioned. I love that. I haven't heard that. Missed basket, made basket, and miscellaneous.
The miscellaneous composed siya na habi ng mga end quarters, inbound plays, and free throws. Kumbaga ano ginagawa nyo. Kasi sa tingin ko sa tagal na nilang magkakasama and it was mentioned by Andrea kanina, sobrang kabisado na nila kung ano gagawin nila. Ito naka-rebound, ito tatakbo. Itong naka-rebound, ito yung tatakbo. So, may flow na yung game nila. Hindi lang offense yung game nila mismo.
Talking about flow, the new guns of Batangas, they have yet to make a significant contribution here in this game. RJ Ramirez has come back in after a long rest on the bench. Let's see if he can make a dent here in the final 2 and 40 of this game. They're down by 3 at this point.
And that makes etong Team Batangas, yung versatility nila mataas. Kasi you have a fresh leg, defend two-way player coming in. Kumbaga itinawid lang muna ni Coach Cholo lahat. Now, ito, alam niya, at the end of this game, medyo fresh yung ipapasok niya. Tututok siya sa defense.
Do you find it peculiar though that Abdul Sawat hasn't been getting a lot of playing time today?
Oo, okay lang naman kasi kasi siya lang yung talagang new guy doon sa frontline combination ni Coach Cholo Pero alam mo, just give him time. Mag-a-adapt din yan.
At alam naman natin, you know, how much time it takes for a player to really inculcate himself into a system that Coach Cholo Villanueva runs with his team.
Oo. Kasi you need to look at in the deeper sense na hindi lang dito yung target mo You need to see your team deep to the playoffs. Alam mo yun, kasi may mangyayari, may mga masasaktan, may mga mawawala, may mga papasok pang iba. Kailangan hindi nararak yung boat ng gusto.
We now enter the final 2 minutes of this one. Winning time for both squads. 73-70 is the score. John Valoria may tangan ng bola dito. Apinan swings it to the right. Ablaza to tie. Cedric Ablaza ties it at 73 all.
And you know, yung ganong itsura, yung ganong sequence, how many times we saw that already?
Numerous times in numerous years, those two players connecting with each other. We've got a ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. Tolentino from the corner. What an answer! Galing dito kay Kyle Tolentino.
Oo. Yeah, arrows up nga raw.
How many times has he bailed them out in this one?
Oo, so let's see. Okay, cut. Okay, it's either a pass to Jex, then a fake handoff.
Same set. This time, Ablaza goes inside. Ooh, nobody there to receive the pass. It went to the wrong man. Cruz leaks ahead. Mark Cruz, that's a foul against John Valoria.
Yeah, great pass there by Kyle Tolentino. You know, that pass, hindi lang yun, ilalagay mo lang sa harap. You need to be confident enough, okay, to give that pass. Alam mo kasi, mailagay mo lang sa kamay ni Mark Cruz yung sitwasyon na yun. Mark knows what to do.
You find it odd that Ced Ablaza would make that kind of mistake with all the years that he's been playing with this group of players. You would think that that would already be something na hindi niya nagagawin.
Oo. Kasi, pero alam mo yun, kasi how many times rin naman na inatake ni Ced, si Jex roll down low, at nandun it's either a Levi Hernandez or a Jong Valoria outside.
Split at the line for the Ant-Man. Ramirez rejects the screen. Ramirez gets the foul to the dismay of the South Cotabato squad. Coach Boying Deloy, I think he's gonna challenge this one. Quick drive right there by RJ Ramirez. He did not wait for the defense to sit. He knew he had the quickness advantage on top and decided that they did not have a lot of time to waste here. They're down by 4, under a minute to play, 59.8 to be exact.
Oh, and he was able to put also his team in sa best position kasi itong Jensen, they're not yet in penalty. If it's not a shooting foul, so side in, throw in lang. So, wala ring natukukuhang advantage. And sa ganitong sitwasyon, ang gusto mo talaga, nagkakaroon ka ng opportunity tumira with the clock, stop.
Let's see what our referees will decide here. RJ Ramirez has not seen a lot of time here on the floor. Coming on over from the Makati OK Bet Kings, playing 16.8 minutes last year, but only averaging 5 points per contest. But you know, RJ has always been a guy that you could rely on defensively, a hustle player.
Yeah, totoo yan. And you're gonna be happy if you're RJ right now na you're just new to the team and the coach trusts you to play in this kind of situation. So, that's one thing na siguro ito na yung parang nililigawan na ni Coach Cholo itong si RJ right now na sige lang, magtiwala ka lang sa akin, ako bahala sa'yo.
And we were talking to him right before tip-off. You know, he really feels comfortable here being with Batangas. This is a team that we've said na bagay talaga siya dito sa sistema and the way that Coach Cholo runs things.
Oo, kasi magko-complement siya kahit kaninong kombinasyon dito eh. And especially with the direction of the team right now na kailangan na makapag-insert ng medyo youth na player. I think it's the best time also na yung pagkakapunta niya dito. And again, ni-report na nga ni Andre, Coach Cholo, ito siya yung coach na ayaw niya masyadong maraming movement. Pa-isa-isa lang, pa-isa o dalawang players lang.
He still has so much trust in the core that he has developed over the years from his time with the Makati Super Crunch, transferring here to the Batangas City franchise to try and give the trophy back to this Batangas team.
Parang kasi kung titignan mo si RJ right now, parang ang tinitignan mo lang din si Villanueva, right?
Yeah, John Ray Villanueva.
John Ray Villanueva. Parang siya yung gumagawa lang ng role ni John Ray eh.
John Ray not anymore with Batangas coming into this season. He will be playing for a different squad. Referee Alan Manzano approaching Coach Boying Deloy to explain the call, and by the looks of it, I don't think the challenge will be successful here.
So 2 shots for RJ Ramirez.
Let's wait for the official announcement from Miguel Perez.
So good thing that it was disregarded because if the challenge is unsuccessful, we're under 2 minutes already. So it means Coach Deloy will lose a timeout. So sa akin, magpasalamat na lang siya.
Definitely a good thing para sa kanila. RJ Ramirez will be tested at the 15-foot line.
Oo, manalangin mo na lang na nanlamig si RJ.
Well, apparently not. RJ sinks the first free throw, a product of the FEU program. One of the great two-way players that came out of that FEU squad in the UAAP. But Ramirez, he also wants to prove that he's not all about just defense. This guy can also put the ball in the hole when he wants to, especially when he's given the freedom to.
Again, siguro talagang mapunta lang sa tamang team.
Ramirez getting his own rebound and knocking a shot down from that baseline, bringing them to within 1.
Again, this is what we're talking about. Fresh legs playing sa ganitong klaseng sitwasyon.
77-76, Apreco breaks away from Apinan. And the one-hander coming from Christian Pajarito. The confidence in going up for that shot, he knew it was going in even before it left his hands.
Oo, alam mo yun, almost empty possession already. Saved by Christian Pajarito, which makes it more harder for us, Javi, to choose kung sino mananalo dito. Pahirapan din tayo pumili kung sino yung best player.
Well, trabaho mo yan, Coach. Not mine.
I'll give it to you.
Pajarito putting a 3-point cushion here against Batangas.
Yeah, that go-to play again.
It's back with Jong. Baloria will take it and make it! Jong Baloria from the outside!
And that's what we're talking about. That go-to play. It starts with a ball screen by Jex Apinan or Jong Baloria. Etong si Ablasa waiting on top for things to happen.
This is only the third deadlock of the game, Coach Louie. When the chips are down, you go to your top gun. And for Batangas City, that man is named Jong Baloria.
Akala mo ang ganda pa doon sa sequence na yun, Jong going to his strong side. Diba? And Sam, if you come think of it, Jex will not go for a fake handoff because he's gonna dribble with his right hand. Kung sa kabila nangyari yon, baka ito naman yung sitwasyon. Pero I think mas deserve nila yung nangyari kasi they were able to tie this ball game.
Astute observation there, Coach. I've never seen Jex Apinan go right with that fake handoff. But that's one side that he never likes to do. That's the thing with him, though. You always know he's going left, and yet, more times you can't stop him still.
Again, the timing. Kasi the timing situation, because he did that so many times already. Alam mo yun, yung split of a second decision na hindi muna, tsaka when not to go. Ang laking bagay nun eh.
27.2 seconds. 79 all. Cardiac finish awaits between these two squads.
Uy!
Tolentino walking a tightrope.
Oo.
That's
Good
a dangerous pass. Cruz fakes it. Hamito trails. Jammer Hamito with the score.
Alam, my heart jumped twice in that sequence. Doon kay Tolentino. Twice that almost called for a walk. Pero good thing, nakita pa si Mark Cruz.
That was a very dangerous pass. Everybody wasn't anticipating that it would end up with Mark Cruz. More so to Jammer Hamito. Impressive trail job right there by the big man. One of the newest members of this South Cotabato squad, bringing in the go-ahead basket with 17.7 seconds remaining in this game. And judging by the way Coach Boying Deloy looked after that basket was made, if your heart jumped twice, his heart might have jumped all of the seconds that possession was happening.
Oh, because you don't do that. You don't look to pass on a jump.
That's one of the basic things that coaches teach, especially against a trapping defense. When you jump a pass, more often than not, that's going to end up in a turnover.
Oo. So let's see. Okay, 5 defenders. Okay, this group can switch it all. But who's gonna take? Kasi kung gagamitin kayo, they still have one foul to give. Kaya itong South Cotabato is not yet in the penalty. So let's see if they're gonna use it ASAP or they're gonna wait for the right time to use yung fouls to give nila.
De La Virgen will trigger in. He's joined by Baloria, Jexter Apinan, Seda Blaza, and Levy Hernandez.
So let's see.
De La Virgen gets his screen.
Yeah, Spain
Another one is Sep.
Yeah, Spain pick and roll.
Baloria with 6 on the shot clock. Chong from the outside, no good. Apinan with the rebound. It ends up with Jonicio.
Inside
what a
out.
sequence. That was a good look coming from Jong Baloria, and another chance at it with that offensive rebound collected by Jexter Apinan. Let's take a look at that again.
Oh, yung Batangas pala ang merong fouls to give. Sorry, I stand corrected there.
3 seconds left, no timeouts remaining para sa Batangas City. I think Jensen has no more times out as well. As a foul, that's gonna put Batangas over the limit. That's number 4 against Levy Hernandez. Apinan is trying to argue his case that that last basket should have been a foul. Tolentino can seal this game with 2 made free throws.
Man, he just returned.
Tolentino with 21 points in this game. The newest young gun on the block dito sa South Cotabato, Kyle Tolentino. I'm sure his father is very proud right now wherever he's watching.
And you know, they did this without yung kanilang mga naglalaro ng mahaba before. Okay, with John Wilson, okay. Maganda yung naging role ni John in this game. Okay, helping Derek even he's not playing, nandun sa bench siya. Jervy Cruz is not there.
Ooh, Tolentino missing on the first.
Yeah, they need to put a rebounder down low. That's gonna be easy rebound, easy outlet in case Kyle Tolentino makes the basket.
They're telling him to make it. Oh, he misses it. Ablaza with a pitch. This could be for the win. Too strong, but what a ball game between these two squads, Coach Louie. A squeaker of a victory by the South Cotabato Warriors over the Batangas City Embassy Chill.
We know that this game, okay, with their culture, with their system, will go down the wire. But again, what we witnessed, the quality of this game, we're just in the preseason, but what they showed us, parang again, parang nasa gitna na tayo ng tournament natin eh.
And the amount of history between these two squads also coming into play in this one. You saw how both teams didn't want to give up, didn't want to back down from each other. Batangas, although they were down early in the first half, clawed their way back in the third period. But South Cotabato, just with a great finishing kick in the end game, to be able to bag their first victory of our preseason invitational. Your pick for player of the game, Coach. I won't argue with you on that.
Kyle Tolentino, again, yung help na ginawa niya sa larong to, yung contribution niya overall. And especially, you know, he's been long time na wala sa ganitong klaseng level eh. Pero parang walang nangyari. Parang yung kumpiyansa niya buong-buo pumasok dito. He's a guy with a mission. That's why sa akin talaga he deserved itong game of Player of the Game award.
21 points, including some clutch baskets in the third and fourth period to be able to seal the deal para dito sa South Cotabato Warriors. He is at courtside with Miss Andrea Endicio.
First of all, congratulations. Kyle, preseason pa lang pinatikim nyo agad kami ng isang magandang laban with this tight ball game. Sa tingin mo, paano nyo nakuha yung panalong to?
Siguro ano lang yung mentality lang namin kasi last season, di ba nga sila ngayon nag-knockout sa Gensan, which is yung lumang team. Pero kami mga mga bagong mga players nila, talagang linalaban lang namin yung sarili namin and pinaglalaban lang namin sila Boss Manny, yung mga umahawak ng South Cotabato. And very thankful naman ako sa binigay nilang opportunity sa akin na makapaglaro and makapagpakita.
Kyle, you've been waiting for this moment. You were patient while putting in all the hard work. Ngayon, naipakita mo na sa kanila yung talento mo talagang given that you are in a star-studded lineup. Anong nararamdaman mo?
Well, yung laro ko naman, siguro naging maganda lang yung gising ko. Pero sobrang thankful din ako kasi sobrang kumbaga yung guidance na nakapalibot sa akin, sila Kuya Val, sila Kuya Jan, grabe yung matututunan ko sa kanila and kumbaga lang ako sa kanila. Absorb sa kanila. Kung ano man yung ituturo nila sa akin, yung gagawin ko lang naman.
Very well said. Now, do you have any greetings or shoutouts?
Unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord sa panalo na binigay niya sa amin. And binabati ko yung family ko sa Marikina, sila Mama, si Daddy na bukas pa darating, and yung kapatid ko, and yung mga kaibigan ko dyan sa Marikina, yung mga kaibigan ko sa Tran. Tsaka yung mga lolo't lola ko sa Marikina, sa iba't ibang bansa. Kohesa, yung anak nila, yung family ni Marvin, yung anak ni Marvin. Yung mga lumang teammates ko sa Marikina, and ano ba? Gusto ko magpasalamat kila Boss Manny, kila Boss Merman, and sa buo ng South Cotabato Warriors.
All right, thank you so much. Once again, that is Kyle Tolentino, our best player of the game. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Andre. Congratulations once again to Kyle Tolentino and the rest of the South Cotabato Warriors. Up next, the Valenzuela Classic will take on our guest team, Team Bulalakaw and Senator Manny Pacquiao. For my partner, Coach Louie Gonzalez, and for Miss Andrea Endicio, this has been Javi Palanya. Stay tuned for more of the 2024 MPBL Preseason Invitational.
Masaya kapag may labay nagkaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kubo.